It's a normal Tuesday, but suddenly the horizon doesn't just brighten, it vanishes. A flash of light, brighter than 1,000 suns, turns the sky white. You don't hear anything yet, but in that silent moment, the world you knew has already ended.
We like to think of nuclear war as a movie plot, but right now there are over 12,000 nuclear warheads on Earth. If just a fraction of them were launched, humanity wouldn't just face a disaster, we would face an exit event. How would the first hour look? And more importantly, would you even want to survive?
If you are within a few miles of the blast, your story ends instantly. The heat at the center of a nuclear explosion is roughly 10 million degrees Celsius, as hot as the center of the sun. You wouldn't feel pain, you would simply cease to exist. But let's say you're 15 miles away. First, you see the light. If you look at it, you are instantly blinded. Seconds later, the thermal pulse hits. It feels like a wave of fire passing through your skin, causing third-degree burns across your body. Then the air turns into a hammer. The pressure wave arrives, moving faster than the speed of sound. It flattens houses and turns every window into millions of tiny, lethal glass needles. If you survive the collapse, you have a new enemy, the black rain. As the mushroom cloud rises, it sucks up tons of vaporized dirt and debris. This material becomes highly radioactive, mixing with water in the atmosphere to fall as thick, oily black rain. If it touches your skin, it delivers a lethal dose of radiation. The physical blast is only the beginning. Every modern nuclear weapon creates an EMP, electromagnetic pulse. In an instant, the electrical grid fries. Your phone is a brick. The internet is gone. Cars with electronic ignitions stop in the middle of the road. Society operates on a just-in-time supply chain. Most cities only have 3 days of food. Without trucks to move supplies or power to keep food cold, the remaining population faces immediate starvation. Hospitals, if they are still standing, will be overwhelmed. There are no burn units big enough for 1 million patients. Most survivors will be forced to treat themselves in the dark, while fallout, the invisible radioactive dust, settles over the countryside, poisoning the soil and the water for hundreds of miles. This is nuclear winter. The soot blocks 70% of the sunlight. For the next 10 years, it will be winter every day. In many parts of the world, it will never stop snowing. Global famine, photosynthesis fails, corn, wheat, and rice crops die across the entire northern hemisphere. The ozone hole. As the atmosphere heals from the smoke, the ozone layer is found to be shredded. When the sun finally returns, the UV rays were strong enough to blind animals and cause severe DNA damage to any surviving plants. Humanity wouldn't go extinct immediately, but we would be pushed back centuries. We would become a species of scavengers, living in the ruins of a high-tech world we can no longer maintain. Nuclear war is the only catastrophe we have the power to prevent entirely. It isn't an act of nature, it's a choice. Looking at the data, the lesson is clear. The only way to win a nuclear war is to make sure it never starts. What do you think is the biggest threat to peace today? And if you had only 30 minutes to prepare, what is the one thing you would grab? Let's talk about it in the comments.